How do you beat that? Just like Jordan Poole, he's got to score more than 7.
Yeah.
Clay's got to score more than he had 13
he has to.
at one point in the fourth.
That's not acceptable.
He might have got another 3. I think Clay might have finished with 16. But
Tatum, most assists in a debut.
At least he did
Horford,
something.
most threes in a debut. Steph, most threes in first quarter. You know, first team up 10 to lose by 10. I mean,
that's a lot of records in one game.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, in this around this time soon, I'm gonna be giving you some I told you juice. I told you so juice. Because Boston, I told you, I feel it right where this Nike symbol is. It's all up in here. Boston Celtics, they're gonna win this. You know.
I think it looks good. I think Boston winning this game, it guaranteed that it's either going to be Boston in 6 or Warriors in 7. I kind of don't see. Obviously, if there's a possibility for Warriors in 7, it's a possibility for Boston in 7 because you can never predict game 7.
You can't take this to 7 with the Golden State Warriors.
I think so. That wouldn't be a good idea.
Well, no, it wouldn't be a good idea. And I can't. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take that back. You can say because Boston. They've been stepping up in big games. I mean, every big game that they've had,
series have went to 7.
You know, they've been winning these 7-game series. So I can't say that. But I wanted to go. I don't want it to go to 7 with the Warriors because I know, you know, these guys have been here before, and if they go to 7, they might have some. They might snap and go into some mode that I agree. That they're not supposed to be in.
I think they definitely will snap because the last game 7 that they were in was the 3-1 blown finals. And that's the only game 7 in the finals they've ever been in.
Right.
So I could imagine a horrid the motivation from them. Yeah. And by the way, Draymond had a 30-point triple-double in that game. And he hasn't scored in double figures in the playoffs since that game. So that's not what he does. Like that's just to let you know how possessed the Warriors will be if you have to play them in Game 7. I think Boston.
I believe that Game 7 will be in.
It's in San Francisco. Golden State has the home court.
I don't care what you've been doing, playing great at other teams' home at Game 7. You can't let it go to Game 7.
You can't.
They're gonna. I got them go ahead. My predictions go ahead and go and win this next game. Possibly lose 2 at their home, being that they haven't been the greatest there. But I wouldn't be surprised if they get them in 5. But I'm not gonna say they're gonna get them in 5. They're gonna get them in 6 because Golden State is Golden State. But Boston is spectacular, man. Boston is that team.
Boston's resume this playoff says if they win both in San Francisco, they're going to lose both in Boston.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
I'm not. If Miami pushed Boston to 7, I'm not buying that the Warriors can't win 1 or 2 games in Boston, no matter the result of Game 2.
Right.
If Boston's strength is that they're a road playoff team, well, that doesn't add up well for them to me because with the Golden State pedigree of winning a road playoff game, and the fact that Boston has lost a home playoff game in every series except the Brooklyn series, which they swept them. That doesn't add up well for any lead that Boston has. And I would just like to remind everybody, we were damn near putting a ring on Chris Paul's finger. After Phoenix was up 2-0 last season. And
I was one of them.
And Milwaukee gave him a double gentleman sweep.
Yeah, and I was one of them. I mean, I thought the Phoenix Suns was destined to win it last year, for sure. And then I thought they was destined to win it this year. They lost to my Dallas Mavericks. I mean, and then I said, hey, if my team can beat the Phoenix Suns, who I'm predicting to win the NBA championship, then Dallas Mavericks going to win the championship. Okay, well, that obviously didn't happen. We lost to the Golden State Warriors. They're shooting out the roof. They got so many shooters. But this Boston Celtics team, right, man, this Boston Celtics team is the truth. I've seen, even though we lost 4-1, the Mavericks lost 4-1 to Golden State Warriors, I watched all the games, of course. It was times where we could have won more than one game, and I know that sounds silly to even say that, but we could have won, and we was too close.
You guys blew a game.
Yeah, so it's like
blew a game.
So like if we can get that close, like we can kind of try to touch them with limited players. Like we didn't have a lot of depth of the player, and Boston, their guys really play as a team. Their defense their defense, team defense, is phenomenal. It's phenomenal, man. So, but we're gonna see. I mean, we got some cases on it.
Yeah, I think we're in for a long series.
I want to get some more cases on it, but it's like this guy is like holding out on me, maybe because he's saying they're gonna do it. I say, hey, put some more cases up.
They tough when they up, y'all.
No, but when it was 0-0, I wanted more cases.
Well,
but he just won't give me no more cases. I mean, I can't get none with him, man. He's smart. That's why this dude right here, you gotta pay attention to. You gotta watch. I watch this dude. He's smart. He ain't gonna put no more cases up if he know. You know?
I got Golden State winning this one. I'm gonna stand on business. I said alternating games. It's gonna be alternating games at least till Game 5 right now. Yeah. I was shocked at Boston winning one, but like I said, split both ways. Yeah. We can. I'm not. This is the finals. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I'm gonna hit any analyst, or I don't care if they on ESPN or anybody that says that, they're lying. You're never gonna get everything right, and the finals are the hardest things
to predict.
This is some of the hardest basketball to guess.
Yeah.
And like I said, we had arguably like the most unpredictable, shocking game since the 1980s. Ages ago.
Yeah. I 100% agree. I mean, I think that anything can happen, and the finals is the time where it's like, okay, it can be a player that you hadn't seen come up and do something. This is the highest stage. This is the big stage. What it's all about right here. Right. But
all the chips are on the line.
But yeah, all the chips are on the line. I tell you, hey, Golden State's been there and done that, so I give you that. They can very well pull away with this. They got because of their experience and what they've been through. But I just feel like Boston Celtics, they're so much more hungrier.
They looked hungry in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, and then they had a lobster, they had a burger, they had some curly fries, they had a shake on the side, they had a whole bunch of other snacks.
Yeah, and Golden State was just thirsty.
Yeah, they had a little bit of water and Gatorade, and they said, okay, I'm quenched. But it's like Boston Celtics, to me, it's more of a gut. They had that on one of the analyst shows. Your gut feeling is important. And my gut is like, man, you need to get on them cases. You need to get as many cases as you can. Because this is really going to happen.
Warrior supporters, it's not over.
Yeah.
Dubs in 7, yo. Just relax. It's going to be a stressful long series for both teams. It's going deep. Yeah. It's going deep.
Yeah. I'm ready for this, and I think that the last game was amazing to me. It was fun. It was really fun.
I hope we get 5 to 6 more games of that quality. Yeah. I definitely say that.
Right. Yeah, I agree, and I think we will. I mean,
no question. It may be one game or one game where a team gets a big blowout win, but
honestly, I don't think
it'll be any.
What was the final score of the game?
120-108, I believe.
Okay. So
106.
It
was kind of a blowout, but anybody that watched the actual game knows it wasn't a blowout.
Right. So you got to say the last 7 or 8 points ain't really.
Well, they closed on a 22 run.
Okay. So
yeah. So that was it right there.
Yeah, and it's like, I think all these games will be close for the majority of the game. Now, whether a team slips away and goes on a run. And then, hey, the game, I think they'll all be close, But we will see.
Yeah, we definitely will. Hey, man, I'd like to thank you guys for checking out the Speedy Show. This is episode 2. We are going to go ahead and end this segment, man. Show some support. Please like and subscribe. Much love to everybody out there. And before we do end this, I just want to ask J-Star, go ahead and give them just like a quick game 2 preview. Tell them who you think gonna win, maybe some point predictions, or maybe just something that you think might happen.
So game 2, I feel like Boston is going to have to be a lot better on offense. They got their offense is going to have to be a lot more sound and more efficient. They're going to have to, Marcus Smart, they got to play a little bit more better defense on Curry, because Curry can't get out and get those open threes.
No way.
You can't have those.
I don't think that'll happen. No,
hopefully not, because
I think they're done with
the
that.
Warriors are very close to slipping away with this game 1. Let's not forget this. But my prediction, game 2, Boston Celtics win by 10 points. We said, I heard analysts say if the game goes above 100, Golden State's going to win. Oh, well, what happened last game? Okay, so Boston Celtics
that was a silly take, by the way.
Yeah, and by one of the great analysts too. But hey, Boston's a great team. Boston's gonna get the win by 10 points. Tatum's gonna have 20. Brown's gonna have 20. Smart's gonna have 15, and a great defensive game. And Horford's gonna have 15 or better.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the Warriors. I'm going to try to give y'all my point prediction. I'm going to go with 114-111. I'm taking a Golden State victory. I do have Boston to cover this one. I made the mistake of the game 1 to tell y'all. I should have told y'all take them points, take that cover. I'm going to try my luck with it this time. With how sometimes bets work, the Warriors may win by 5. But I have Warriors 114-111. I'm going to highlight my star player as, let's go with Wiggins, 20 points, 3 threes. And let's go with Jordan Poole, 15 points, 4 threes. Yeah, and that's we're going to wrap up this segment of part 2. Going to come back over the next day. Next 2, getting ready for this Sunday game, and we'll have more analysis. We'll break down some more stuff and give you guys more previews. We may touch on a few other topics, get into some NFL offseason, and whatever else was hot. I'm going to holla at GOAT, hit him up and see what his baseball bets is for this weekend so y'all can hit. And definitely check out that Jaylen Brown over 24.5 for the series average. The numbers was 115 before the series. That was one of GOAT's best bets. He scored 24 last night. He's on pace to be right there. So, check it out. You could always place bets after the first game or 2. Sometimes I like to do that in a playoff series so you can gauge the games and how it goes. But just a little extra nugget for y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Speedy Show.
All right, y'all.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This the Speedy Show, and we gotta pay a couple bills right now, but we'll be right back. Keep all the receipts.
Check.
It's the receipt
I'm about to
saga,
cash
baby.
check.
Speedy Show.
I'm about to smash the bet.
Forward.
I'm whipping from right to left. Check. I'm about to cash a check. I'm feeling like Busta Rhymes. I think I might break the neck. Pay respect. Check. I'm about to cash a check. What else? I'm about to smash the bet. I'm whipping from right to left. Check. I'm about to cash a check. I'm feeling like Busta